What's going on, you guys? It's the Demigod back on Demigod ENT, and look, bro, time bringing you another movie review. So today we will be reviewing the movie The Courier. I believe I'm saying that correctly. The plot of this movie is The Courier stars Benedict Cumberbatch, and the story goes: the true story of a British businessman unwittingly recruited into one of the greatest international conflicts in history, forming a unlikely partnership with a Soviet officer hoping to prevent a nuclear confrontation. The two of the men worked together to provide the crucial intelligence used to defend the Cuban Missile Crisis. So, with that being said, Benedict Cumberbatch did a fantastic job inside this movie, I must say. I just got back from seeing it in theaters actually, which was a treat to be back at my favorite movie theater. Man, I love that place. Absolutely my favorite place on earth. Now, I won't lie, this movie was pretty hard to sit through compared to recent films that I've seen. Mostly due to the fact of how real this film gets at certain times. Definitely hard to watch more towards the third act of the movie. I honestly got the urge to walk out at one point just due to how gritty it began to get. Now, Benedict Cumberbatch plays the role of Greville Wine, I believe his name was inside this film. Now, like I said, Cumberbatch did a fantastic job inside of this movie. He really did. His acting is superb. He even went through a body transformation throughout this film, which, man, that was honestly hard to watch on screen. Honestly, this entire film was hard to watch after I got about halfway into it. Now, going into this film, I did expect it to be more spy-oriented, being as that's what I had in my head going into this film. And honestly, that was what this film was about, but it wasn't the exact type of spy movie I was expecting. I was expecting Mission Impossible, extreme action movie. It was nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. And while Benedict Cumberbatch did play the role of a spy inside this movie, it was much more grounded in realism than I expected going into this, which made for an interesting viewing experience, I must say. Now, the actor by the name of Marab, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his last name because it's so foreign and I don't want to butcher it that badly. I probably already butchered his first name, but anyway, he plays the role of Oleg Penkovsky inside this film, and I must say he did a great job inside his role too. Honestly, I didn't really feel the connection between him and Benedict Cumberbatch's character that they expected us to feel inside of this film. They really played up their relationship and really tried to have a big payoff and make it something so over the top, not over the top, but something that was really heart touching and heartfelt and heartwarming by the end of this movie. Personally, I didn't feel that by the end of the movie. I didn't feel their connection was as genuine as they were trying to make me believe it was inside of this film. Even though they both did a good job inside their role, the connection for me on screen, it just wasn't there, honestly. And I'll just keep it at those two characters as I discuss and talk about this film, considering those were our two leads in the film. Marab's character was more of a co-star, a co-lead inside this film. Benedict Cumberbatch was the main focus of this movie. And that being said, I must say there was some extremely tense scenes inside this film. Again, not in the way I was expecting with an over-the-top Mission Impossible type spy movie. It was extremely subtle. This movie was a lot more subtle, I can say that. And you're going to want to pay attention while watching this one because there are a ton of little details considering we are dealing with spy work here. And this is actually, again, as I said in the plot synopsis of this film, this has to do with the Cuban Missile Crisis. So this is a real story that they're telling here, which means not too much can be spoiled considering, it's based on real life events. Now, I did get invested with what was happening in this film to Benedict Cumberbatch's character, and as I said, towards the end of the film, it got extremely hard to watch on screen. I felt extremely uncomfortable seeing the events before my eyes play out. They were just so grounded in realism of that time and what was going on at that time. Man, just really tough to watch. And honestly, it's kind of hard for me to describe exactly what I felt while watching this film. I feel like I don't have much to say, but I also have a lot to say at the same time. I'll just say this. Did I enjoy this film? Yes, to a certain extent. Would I watch this film again? No. Would I recommend people go out and watch this film? If you have nothing else to watch, yes, go out and watch this film. It was a good film. So I'm not hating on the film or anything like that. I would hate to do that considering the acting was superb. The timepiece that it was set in was done fantastically, and the screenplay was definitely done justice. So everything is in order with this film. It's just personally not my type of movie, not the type of movies that I like to watch. I expected a bit more of like a popcorn film going in to see this, so it really threw me for a loop. But anyway, those are my thoughts on this film, man. If I had to rate this film, I would give it a boom 7.5 out of 10. It should have just popped up on the screen for you right there. those are my thoughts on this film. Let me know your thoughts on this film down in the comment section down below. I'm curious to know what y'all have to say about it. As you can see, I'm kind of at a loss for words. I usually have a lot more to say in my movie reviews, and I could talk for a lot more time about it, but I don't know. It's just something about this one. It's kind of hard to discuss. But anyway, if you don't know what I do here on Demigod ENT, I do trailer reactions, show reactions, movie reviews, movie news, and unboxing videos. So if you're interested in any of that, in the right place, man, hit subscribe, hit the like button, show this video some love if you enjoyed it. I drop multiple videos a day on this channel, so that's what you can expect out of me. And if you don't already know, I am the Demigod, the chosen one, here on Demigod ENT. I appreciate y'all for watching this review, and I'm out of this thing, man. Peace.